Listen, you've switched off. What are you doing? You're starting to make mistakes, and you're switching off. I need you to switch back on. Get focused, get your mind back on the job, get back out.
Yes, I like that round. Good. You feel good? Back.
Wait, what? What is what's the knee?
6, 7, 8.
Well, no. This is supposed to be over. What's it? This nigga got a chin, bruh. Like,
Okay, focus. Big deep breaths. Calm yourself down. Calm yourself back. Come on, breathe.
Let's do it.
What are you doing? You've switched off completely. Let's get out there. Get your boxing back together.
Let's go.
Countering mistakes. Make him pay.
nigga.
Come on, you want to win this fight? Right. Get your mind back on the job. That's a terrible round, that is. Come on. You've let him back into the fight.
Let's do it.
Nigga, I rocked with him.
Okay, let's reset. Switch stance.
Counter with that left hook.
Time out.
Kid, what are you doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on. You've done all your work all the way through camp. Get this boxing back together. Don't worry about that.
Nice round. Good round.
Do your business.
Singles aren't working. Start doing the jab.
Better than that. You've been coasting this fight, and now you're gonna let him get back in.
Let's fight.
Okay, it's not working out. Not working out. Switch southpaw. back into the fight that round. That's his round. I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this.
And box.
Okay, it's not working out. It's not working out. Switch southpaw. Okay, let's reset. Switch stance.
It's not working. It's not working. Switch southpaw.
One, two, three, four, five. Are you all right?
Yeah.
Feeling like I got a brand new contract. Armed and dangerous and ready for combat. Soon as I catch him on sight, it's contact. I get the job done proper, there's no comebacks. That's not fair, people hoping on the balance. But even you got that magical, you have it. And we were born and blessed with all this talent. Soon as we give it a task, it's so apparent I'm fully prepared, fully activated and ready. Focused on the target, grab my weapon, hold it steady, your name. You know the name rains heavy. Got the beast in me screaming out, let me out the cage. I ain't gotta do it with rage. The days are numbered, see my steps are calculate. On time, not a second hour late. You're witnessing the mastery that we display like a hitman. Yeah. See, I go in and get the job done. Yeah, I'm moving like a hitman. See, I go in and get the job done. They don't want none. I got that experience like I've been doing this for centuries. Before the events I would practice but it was empty. Never needed approval, all I needed was improvement. Got swift with the movement, I attack and defend. We ain't in the same league, we breathe the same air. They act out of fear, that ain't the same here. They don't know why they came, I know why they ain't clear. And when I need to switch it up, I only change gears. Enemy, where art thou? There were so many habagos, it's looking sparse now. I let my weapon whisper to you like it can't shout. I'm getting even, 4-2-3, I'm like a can't count. But you can count on me to do it for the right price. It ain't a game even though I spite. They feel the presence of our zeitgeist. Our victories were written in bright lights. I'm moving like a hitman. Cause I go in and get the job done. You see me moving like a hitman. Yeah, I go in and get the job done.
I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Compliments on my accomplishments are only possible due to your involvement, volume, level, and confidence. The consequences stimulating your consciousness, activating the cognitive structures. I think all you and opposites still play a vital role in my conquering. The combination of confrontation and pondering. Occupation is populating the conference with conversation, no astonishment, consuming the comments and then vomiting up the Vonnegut. Hey. Ominous as a monster is underneath your posturepedic, possibly in the closet. It's a necropolis, scary how I'm optimistically obstinate. Ain't no domino in my dominance when I'm dropping this. Janis Joplin droplets, it sound like the apocalypse mixed with Christopher Wallace's topics on top of obelisks. It's a kabbalist novelist inside of my esophagus. Rhyme is priming, is optimist and tastes like chocolate cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here.
I'm Todd Grisham, and welcome inside the Lighthouse Theater, and what a night it's going to be. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
Saul Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican legend, the middleweight, the super middleweight, the light heavyweight who fights out of Guadalajara, Mexico. Roy Jones Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here at this venue. It's going to be something special.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. A perfect counter lands. Do you believe what we're seeing? Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Beautiful counter punch. That jab misses. There's a counter shot. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. It is standing room only. Every seat has been sold in this amazing theater.
For a fighter walking into a theatre, I think this is the closest thing to fighting in a gym because the people are up close. You can hear people talking ringside. You can hear people jeering, saying how good you are, saying how bad you are. You can hear the pressure, the expectation.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Swing and a miss with the left hook. careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Alvarez in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important.
Like that round. Just stay focused.
Here's the bell for round 2. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Those counter punches have to hurt. The straight right just misses. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Good arm positioning, blocking that hook. Throws the jab, but does not score. The straight right just misses. That counter punch caught him clean. You know the score. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the god.
1, 2, 3, 4.
This is not fighting that 2004, dog.
Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, he's got Bambi legs walking back to the corner, but he's still in it.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
The bell rings and we start the third. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Land that jab. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. That punch is beginning to take its toll. Shot. He misses with that jab. They both want a highlight reel knockout. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Jab back. Just boxing.
Great work. I love that. I love that. That chap's slick.
Here's the bell for round 4. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That hook won't score. You'd like to see more jabs. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he catch you.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Do you believe this? Looking to land the hook. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Alvarez in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Just get your breath back. Good work, Dan. Good work.
There's the bell to start round 5. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Misses with the jab. Catch and shoot. You don't want to trade shots. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there, because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
He threw a punch and just got countered. The straight right just misses. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The straight right just misses. That jab won't score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Alvarez in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Great round, great round.
Let's start the 6th. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Just missed with that hook. That counter shot lands. Both men step back for just a moment. They exchange punches. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Good counter punch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. A perfect counter shot. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. In that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You know, the beating fights like that, when you think, come on, bro, ring away.
I'm happy. I like that round.
Here we go. It's round 7. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How about that time counter shot? You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. The straight right just misses. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Beautiful counter shot. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who... And they're back at it again here in round 8. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision. Whoa, wait a minute. And this fight is over.
Yes.
When you get hit with a body shot like this, there's nothing you can do. Watch it again. Not many people would have predicted it, but we got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory? That is, Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout, that's an assassination. What a shot.
about to win by fucking decision, bro. That was hella gay, bro. I was beating this nigga ass the whole fight, bro.
Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation, motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation.
Welcome to the very mysterious theatrical venue that is Cambrian Hall. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And here he is, Terrence Crawford. And the man he'll be facing, it's Roy Jones Jr. 160 pounds, 5'11" tall with a... And here he is, Bud Terrence Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. He also can crack at welterweight, one of the best. Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time, Pensacola's finest, an undisputed champion at 4 different weight classes.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time.
People are arguing about this in the street, in the pubs, in the bars, and this is why it gets giddy, it gets exciting. The anticipation, second to none.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Not a lot of defense here at all. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. There's a counter shot. So much hype surrounding this big matchup as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
It's tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That counter punch caught him clean. The straight right just misses. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Breathe when you're stepping about. Great round, great round. Now relax, relax.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Well done with that counter shot. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
He had got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
That jab misses. Punch, counter punch. It's all offense all the time. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Swing and a miss with the hook. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
If you're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
A perfect counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt.
On to the third. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. That one will count. That left hook missed. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Punching. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Beautiful counter shot. Catch and shoot. Throwing a hook, but nice defense there. That counter shot lands. Perfect counter lands. Caution is being thrown to the wind. He threw a punch and just got countered. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a... Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Look back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
A real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights. Nice counter shot. The straight right just misses. Both men step back for just a moment. Did you see that? Terrence Crawford just got rocked. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
That's going to be a tougher fight because he's going to be confident.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Let's see if they go to the body. Good defense to block the hook. And he scores with the counter. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at a middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes up.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
The bell, sometimes it can be the...
Switched up. Get your mind back on the job.
This is the beginning of round 6. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That jab was blocked. Good counter punch. They exchange punches. Nice job blocking the hook. This fight has a real good flow to it. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Now you've got 2 fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Crawford in trouble. How did they survive that?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
missing with that jab. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Talk about Crawford in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Every second, every minute of this fight.
And there's the bell for round 7. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Trying to land that jab. Nice counter shot. How about that time counter shot? You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about what?
Crawford is dazed. How is this fight still continuing?
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
The straight right just misses. Beautiful counter punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get...
There's the bell to start round 8. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He can't score with that uppercut. The courage on display here is incredible. Nice counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punched him, you just want to run. You want that.
Oh my God, Johnny! Crawford's legs are all over the place. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. No surprises, we get a unanimous decision there.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, big, hard lesson. I totally agree.
Lost mighty. In the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting. No but ping, we bring when right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting. No but ping, we bring when right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting. No but ping, we bring when right, somebody shots fling. Uppercut, fling, right up, fling. Can't try a ting. Send man over the ropes. Man try come for the belt, but I push you never saw ended all of your hopes. Now all of your bros are stood on the sideline, head in the hand, shot, choke of the shore. But they keep those hands up, swing for their fences. Or you're going no poorly for sure. How much do you wanna be the champ? How much do you wanna please the fans? How much do you wanna be the king? And how much do you wanna feed your camp? How much do you wanna see people chant? Swing like you got a thing to lose. It's the ESPC, beat them neatly. Titles never ever in dispute. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping. We bring when right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping. We bring when right, somebody shots fling. I came from the 7 Hills, city of steel, home of the village and brilliant meals. Can't take man for a pudding, take man to Ingles. Barry have a kid on his